Oh, my screen is covering the S in verses. I don't know if you know. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Just fix that.
We are ready then.
Oh, I thought the versus thing wasn't going to be in the race path, so.
Okay, there we go.
All
It's a
right.
racing game. Obviously, we're doing a race.
Oh man, we're racing a racing game. The meta. Here.
The pond. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and give you the countdown then, since we're all set.
Yep. Go for it.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll go in 3.
I only heard 3. Don't be trolling me like this. What the hell? I swear to God, I heard 3 and then it went silent.
It did. It did.
Oh really? Okay, I got pushed to talk on, so I must have accidentally moved on.
I was like, "Are we going?" Or
It's hilarious. I said 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we'll go again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
That time was better.
Yes, that was better.
yeah, it was definitely good.
So, this game is, I guess, it looks very straightforward for a speedrun because it's a racing game and the intended goal is to go fast anyway. But there are a lot of subtleties to the way turbo works, and I guess that's most of like where the knowledge of running this game comes into play. There are 3 main ways you can get turbo. The first is near missing. So on this first highway, it's like critical that you get a lot of near misses on these cars. Otherwise, there's like really no way to get turbo in the beginning here. The other 2 ways are drifting and going on oncoming lanes, which I use a lot in other tracks. This one just happens to start off with an area where you don't have any oncoming opportunity, but it's usually a very good way to get turbo. This game is sort of new for speedrunning, so we actually haven't found any big skips or glitches really. It's just been optimizing the driving.
Yeah, we only started running it like earlier this year.
That's not good. Yeah, I've sort of picked it up because it was a game I played a lot as a kid, and like I hadn't played it in years basically, and then after I got into speedrunning I was like, oh, I wonder if I should try speedrunning this game, so.
Yeah, Znernicus is the one who got me into it. I think we were in Seafox's chat, and he mentioned something about going back to Burnout, and I was like, oh man, wait, there's Burnout speedruns? And
there weren't really, it was just me.
It was just like one run, and now there's a few different runners, and
yeah, I'm really glad other people started picking up this game.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite in the series is Burnout 3. The Burnout 1 is like what got me started on the series when I was younger, so it's cool to like revisit this game and play it in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, kind of in the same way, but just better.
No, it's kind of in the same way, except you just like care more, I guess.
Yeah,
you care
don't.
more about not crashing.
Well,
That's
when you're
the game is, the Burnout games are sort of known for like the traffic and the crashes. So the biggest challenge to running this is always avoiding the traffic cars. And I guarantee you, neither of us will get a crashless run. It's just like so difficult. I already crashed once actually on lap 1.
I haven't crashed, but I might as well have.
This is the first track, and it's usually easy to not crash, but oh well.
Typically in runs, we'll reset if we crash in the first race at all, or at least I will, because I'm like I don't like crashing on this track.
I feel like my like ultimate goal time for this game would be to get a run that never crashes. But
Oh my
I also
gosh.
realize how challenging that would be, and I don't think I'll be able to pull it off. At least not anytime soon.
Yeah, that kind of run would be really insane to get, just because of what kind of game this is.
Yeah, and especially because you're like rewarded with turbo for doing risky maneuvers. So if you really want to go fast, you should be like taking risks with like trying to almost hit cars and stuff. So it's really, really tough to do crashless.
Okay, I just got through. You know the hardest intersection in this track, the second lap left-hander.
Kind of slow, but
Same.
as well. That hard intersection.
That's probably one of the hardest intersections in the game. Not even gonna lie, that intersection is one of the harder ones in the game because of just the pattern of traffic there. It's the one that has frustrated me the most.
Point is that some people look at this game and think, oh god, the RNG with the traffic must suck so badly. It's actually not that bad because almost every traffic pattern is set. I think, and it's kind of hard to tell, but just from observation, I think the only randomness occurs in lane switching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is true.
Like the cars will be in consistent patterns if you drive consistently. So, like we're used to seeing the same cars at the same intersections, and it's not very bad for speedrunning. You can sort of route out the way you want to move through the traffic patterns.
And you can like look at the in-game timer and say, oh, well, I'm at this intersection at this time, so this traffic pattern is going to hit. Or, okay, I crashed once, so now I'm going to get this traffic pattern.
Oh, nice. I got the drift burnout on lap 2.
At the very end there.
Things, like, there's a lot of subtleties with the burnout turbo meter. Something about it is that when you're using turbo, you can't gain more turbo until it's out. But if it runs out while you're in the process of doing something that increases your turbo meter, like in the middle of a drift or in the middle of driving on the oncoming lane, then that will be added. So if you, like for example, drive on the oncoming lane the entire time that you're using burnout, and you finish using the turbo when you're still on the oncoming lane, it'll add it to your meter and it will fill up right away. And we use that wherever we have an opportunity to drive on the wrong side of the road for a long time.
Yeah, this game is different than the other ones in that Burnout 2 and 3, I believe, at least I know in 3, if you do stuff while you're using turbo, it refills as you're using it. So you can just like stack boost until you like either crash or, you know, can't do anything risky. But I haven't played 2 in a while, so
I'm not really familiar as much with the other Burnout games. I only had this one in Burnout 2.
If George is around, I would ask him. George, Death Knight, and No Love Deep Web are the Burnout 2 runners. Oh, that was some lane change BS, but it didn't get me. Almost got me. I haven't crashed yet on this first track now that I said that I'm going to.
Oh, I've crashed once, but otherwise it's been good. There's some things with like trying to make sure when you have to take that exit, you want to try to get a turbo refill before you have to take the exit so that you can get an extra like full bar of turbo. Otherwise, you won't get any refill.
Also, you do get half.
Get the drift turbo on this.
Oh, you do get a half bar of turbo if you complete a lap clean. And I crashed right at the end. I crashed into that red car.
I crashed into the same bus.
No, I hit the red car on the outside trying to go around the bus.
I tried to take the inside turn, but I didn't have turbo, so I wasn't used to the spacing.
Oh, right.
Menus are fun, they're just mashing A, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about starting to route Burnout 3, like an any %, just figuring out what it takes to, like, get to the final race.
Oh, yeah, because, like, aren't the later Burnouts a little more complicated in terms of like, actually getting to the last
they
track?
are.
Like, this
well,
one's so straightforward, you just
it
do
is.
all the races in order, and then you beat the game.
Burnout 2 is similar to that as well. It has like a few extra things here and there, but if you just want to beat the game, it's like pretty like okay, just do the championships. Whereas like Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge. Well, Burnout Revenge it goes back to being kind of straightforward because it has like tier lists, so you do races in each tier, and then you move up to like the final one. Burnout 3 is probably the most complicated, so it'll be a fun project. So,
by the way,
yeah.
the biggest way you can lose time in this run is not finishing in a qualifying place. At the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the race. So
Oh,
I really
yeah.
hope that doesn't happen to either of us.
Yeah.
In the earlier tracks, you only need like third or second usually.
Yeah.
But as you get towards the later tracks in the game, it requires you to get first on almost everything, I think.
There was we did an SRL race, and I think I was beating. Oh my god! I got pinched into the wall by this red car. That's not nice.
I just crashed as well.
Oh man. Yeah. So we were doing an SRL race, and I think I was up by a few, like not even that much. It was a really close race, And there's a glitch that can happen where the lead car, like if you crash at a certain point on a track, the second place car will pass you, and then it will despawn, so you can never pass it again. And
yeah, I don't understand why that happens.
we have no idea why it happens,
I
and
really
it's
want a way to avoid that.
Yeah.
badly.
We should look
'Cause I
into
could
that.
just like kill a run out of the blue.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, like I was like leading this race and I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm like looking pretty good, and then all of a sudden I crash and the lead car is gone, and I'm just like, what? And it wastes like 7 minutes almost. Oh god. What? That was this. Okay.
Oh.
I have no clue what just happened. I went up on the side of a wall. You know where that tanker is on the oncoming side, second lap?
You might be ahead of me at this point. I don't know. Which part of the?
It's like right next to the first tunnel. Yeah, it's like right near the entrance to the first tunnel. There's a tank.
I crashed into a car on the right side of the road.
Okay, so I boosted up against the wall, and the tanker, like, you know, of course I'm just trying to grind the wall and not crash into the tanker. I go like completely on my side, kill my momentum, and then land and didn't crash.
Wow.
So I don't know if it's necessarily like slower or faster than crashing, but it looked cool.
Typically, not crashing is faster than crashing, regardless. As far as I could tell, like crashes typically waste about 5 seconds, and that's like if you don't have any turbo that you're losing because of it.
Oh yeah, you have to
Like,
take into
if you
account
crash
that.
When, like, if you crash and you lose a bunch of turbo that you were going to use, you probably lose more like 7 or 8 seconds.
I would say almost more than that, because like if you have a full turbo thing, you're gonna lose
It
all
really-
of the
yeah, it
turbo.
really depends on the location. It also depends on the respawn point, because
Yeah.
some crashes will spawn you much further ahead from where you crash than others.
Oh, I crashed into a flatbed. I came out of a
Crashed
corner a
into a
little
van.
too fast. Oh no, no.
I don't know
Okay,
exactly
the
my turn,
the
so-
AI decided that it wanted to crash in front of me, and I avoided it barely. The AI will do that. They'll pass you, and then they'll crash, and sometimes their crashes just take up the entire road, and
Yeah.
you just
AI in this game is pretty funny, I guess, but it's also really stupid. Basically, they're terrible when they're in front of you, and they're really good at catching up when they're behind.
so basically
It's
like.
perfect rubber band,
Oh yeah,
basically.
oh yeah, for sure. It's like, oh hey, we're bad when we're in front, so we'll give you the advantage, and then we'll just come back and pass you on the last lap, and then you have to redo the entire thing. Good job.
Yeah, because like you can't gain proper leads on them if you're playing well. They sort of just appear behind you, not too far away.
Yeah, they kind of like just spawn behind you. I think that might have something to do with why, like, if you crash in certain spots, it might like spawn them at a weird point in the level. That's just a
I don't
thought.
know. It is-
Oh no,
We did
the
have to
tunnel.
for a real reason.
Oh my gosh. I went into the tunnel completely blind with full boost, and there was a car like right around the corner, and I was just like, hey, what's up? How you
I've
doing?
sort of been like chatting away and not thinking about all the time lost in this track, but I have been crashing quite a bit.
I'm trying not to think about it. Just, you know, it's not there, it doesn't exist.
Alright, at least that tunnel was good. Oh god.
I mean, as long as the marathons go well, those are the big, like, okay, we can gain time or lose time here kind of things.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
there's,
there's
okay,
extra long tracks
yeah.
in this game.
there's 2 of them.
Oh, like, yeah, there's 2 of them. Well, actually, there's 4, but you only do the first 2.
True,
in the
true.
Campaign mode or whatever. They're called USA Marathon and Euro Marathon, and they basically combine the tracks. Like they combine the smaller tracks into one large track, which I thought was a really cool design. Like now looking back on it, I think it's laziness in terms of like level design. It's kind of lazy, but I actually thought it was really cool
Yeah.
the way they like stitched them together.
In the later Burnouts, Burnout 3, and I think maybe even 2 in some case, they actually like add things in between the transitions from tracks in the championships.
Oh yeah. They do
So-
that as well.
I mean, there's a little bit in here, but not like, I mean, it's just like, oh, let's just copy and paste this piece of track and kind of add some scenery around it. Whereas,
Yeah.
in like the later ones, they're like, oh, it's a whole new place that you'll never see unless you're doing this big marathon track.
Oh okay. But I'm starting River City. I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm just starting River City now too. or Harbor Town, whichever one it is. No, it's River City. So now we're in the I guess the like the harbor, or not the harbor, like the river area tracks. So
I'm gonna try to go for a risky strategy here, which is
tunnels.
driving with taking the oncoming side of the tunnel.
I'm doing
holding
it.
down turbo the entire way.
I'm gonna do it too, I guess. All right.
Crashing here is pretty devastating, but if you manage
Oh,
to get
well.
through, you do save a few seconds of having turbo the entire way.
I got little small mini car there.
Alright, made it through on lap 1.
Nice.
But we're gonna try that all 3 laps. That's always like the most challenging part of the lap, probably.
Yeah, I crashed at the very beginning, so I didn't get like the full benefit, but I was able to cross back over and still gain some of the benefit of like doing that on the oncoming side. So,
Alright.
okay, this turn is bad. Okay, good. I ran out of boost like right before the right-hander there, which is good. You kind of want to run out of boost like right there so that you don't fly through that turn and hit the wall, because the walls are just as dangerous as cars. Like if you hit a wall too hard, you'll crash. Like even if you just sideswipe it, you'll crash. For whatever reason.
God, that was so close.
Also, sometimes you might see us like miss a car that's not missing a car. Like,
oh, you mean
and
like
it'll
a
like
fake near miss?
like a
I
fake
didn't
near
see
miss.
the count.
The hitbox for the car is actually a square around the car, it seems. So if you like brush up against a car and it looks like a crash, sometimes it won't crash. Like you'll just go like right by it.
I crashed in the tunnel on the
Oh.
second lap, so I'm back on the right side. I'm just gonna stay on the right side till the end of it this time, because I was like more than halfway through.
Oh man, I'm gonna go for the tunnel, see if I can make up a little bit of time here on Zern by getting the tunnel strats. I'm not a babby.
Oh, another thing about near misses is that it's kind of annoying. But if you like try to near miss a car, but you just sort of bump him without crashing, then the game won't let you get near misses for like at least 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's like 5 seconds.
Really annoying on the first track, especially because at the very beginning you have that same direction highway where like you just want to get as many near misses as possible, and if you just barely hit a car without crashing, then you just like then you can't take any more near misses for a while, and it's annoying.
Yeah, that actually happened to me on my first lap in the race. This race, I was like, I actually brushed up against a car, got one near miss, and then brushed up against another car. It was just like the wombo combo of like
That's like
really bad
that
play.
It's so annoying.
That ain't Falco. Alright, I'm done with my second lap. That was a 129, holy cow. That was a pretty good lap.
Yeah, you saved 3 seconds on me there.
My first lap was a 149 though, so I saved 20 seconds. You know, I beat my first lap by 20, but like we said at the beginning, first laps are always going to be a bit slower no matter what. Well, I say slower no matter what. I mean, you can...
Well, I mean
you can make it slower, but if you have 2 clean laps, like your first lap will still be slower, just because you have to get off the starting line and you're behind the start-finish line at the start.
I've had 2 crashes this race so far, not bad.
I think I've had 1. No, I've had...
There's no way you had 1 with a 140 something first lap.
It may have been 2. No, yeah, it was 2. It was 1 at the beginning, going into the tunnel, and then like 1 at the very end on that last, like going into the streets section. Oh, dude, that car just like bodied me. It didn't wreck me. It just kind of like pushed me out of the way.
Oh no! Wow, I did not expect that guy on the left. I really hope the AI doesn't pass me here. Nah, he's not going to.
I think even if you got past here, you'd be fine.
I would. Well, I'm near the end, but still, you can actually win with the second on this track.
That guy. I knew he was there, and I still decided it was... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna probably get second on this race, which is like whatever. Nope, he crashed. He took up the whole road! All 4...
Oh my God.
Every single AI car just crashed into that. So
Wow.
I ended up winning the race anyway.
Nice.
That's not the way you want to win races. That is not the way you want to win.
Yeah, that's not at all.
You want to just kind of
Much
like...
better than not winning.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Much better than redoing the race.
Alright, so when you finish a championship, you have to like menu down, and I've actually made the mistake of like menuing into the wrong championship, realizing it, and then like backing out as the race was starting. But
Yeah.
I didn't do that this time. I
You
actually...
basically just have to do a down input to get to the next one each time. But
Just like when-
once I lost some time, and like I lost time because I accidentally mashed A too fast, and I just re-entered the same championship that I'd already
Yeah.
beaten. So yeah. that
In
kinda-
Burnout 2, it's even worse, because if you go into the same championship, there's no way to, like, get out of
Get
the,
out.
like, once you start the loading thing, there's, like, no way to get out of it till you see the intro, and then you have to, like,
Oh.
wait till the race starts, and then you have to retire, and then, like, exit championship or whatever.
Yeah, there's much more cutscene time that you lose in Burnout 2.
Yeah, Burnout 2 is a silly... Oh, whoa, I got a really odd respawn. Sometimes it'll just respawn you, like, really far forward. I crashed coming out of the forest section, and it respawned me all the way at the top of the hill. Like, near the S's.
I just crashed with full turbo.
Oh,
It's like the worst feeling.
we're at the,
During
raised...
the last tunnel, I was going to use turbo through the whole tunnel and start the
Oh.
next lap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're, like, probably, like, 30 seconds ahead of me, because I, like, crashed on the last lap. The last race.
Yeah.
The very end. That was... Actually, I had two crashes. I crashed once, and then the AI crashed and blocked the road. Based AI. Saving the day.
Someone in the chat wants to know what version of this game you guys are playing.
I'm playing on the GameCube version, but I'm playing on a Wii.
Yeah, same. It's GameCube. The PS2 version has really bad loads, and that's the only that's the only other version, right? This was only
Yeah, as
released
far
on
as I know,
GameCube.
It's just GameCube and PlayStation 2.
Yeah, and then
That's
Burnout
weird.
2 and the successive ones were released on Xbox as well. Well, Burnout 2
Okay.
was the last one on GameCube. Burnout 3 was Xbox, PS2, and then Xbox Live Arcade.
Hmm.
And then Revenge was...
Oh my-
Oh, what the heck? Oh
I
my
haven't crashed in
gosh.
a while in that too.
I crashed once, and it was because a yellow car decided that it wanted to touch me, and so it did, and it was painful.
Okay, I actually avoided that somewhat. You can... It takes a bit of practice just to like get used to what will make you crash and what won't. But when in doubt, always try to slow down. It is possible if you're going slow enough to like shunt the back of a traffic car without crashing, and it is also possible to like grind up against a wall without crashing if you take a good angle towards it. So
Yeah.
it's just something that you have to like get used to.
Yeah, like what I just did right there is there's like the median section on the raised interstate, and you can bounce off the middle like section and not crash if you just take it kind of like slow and have an angle instead of hitting it head on. You're
Yeah.
much more likely to just kind of
I
like,
sort
oh,
of like scraped along the inside of the median as well to
Yeah.
save myself from hitting a car.
and those are actually like really good car avoidance strats. Is just like grinding up against a wall, and you lose a little bit of speed, but the time you save for not crashing there is more valuable.
Yeah, ideally you'd try to like not hit any walls or any cars, but that's pretty difficult. You sort
Yeah.
of have to take what you can get, I guess.
In a perfect world,
Oh.
you would be like, clean
That's
every
what if
lap.
you're trying to use turbo through that section. That section is not a good place to use turbo.
And the raised interstate section on this track configuration, both this direction and the other direction, like when we race them in reverse, which we will a little later, it's probably like the overall hardest segment of
Yeah,
runs.
it's
Like
one of the
this,
most annoying
I would say like
areas.
this or the tunnel that we did in the last track are probably like the two hardest.
Like I like a 425.
I
would not be surprised if you save time because that was not very good.
I'm about to finish 4:19.9.
Yeah, you saved some time back on me.
Like 6 seconds, I
Hit
guess.
too many cars.
I had a 1:23 second or third lap, so that's pretty good. not great, but
Yeah, it's very rare to get under 120, I think. You have to like have crashless to get under 120 for laps.
yeah.
Oh man, Charlie Harbor.
Oh man, why can't we skip this? Like,
Wow!
What?
I got wrecked by the AI, dude.
oh
Took me
no!
out completely.
Oh, right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning.
Wait, which one?
There was nothing I could do.
Oh my gosh, which car did you get hit into?
Like the first one coming on the oncoming side when you take the right-hand turn.
Oh no! He did it to me too. Like that first, like that tight right-hander after the downhill section. He just like
At least-
bodied me out, man. He was just like,
They're
no.
giving us equally bad RNG.
He was just like, hey, wait, let me take a left-hand turn right as I'm taking a right. So I just bonked off the side of him and into the poor blue car who had no idea I was there. Also, okay, so,
I had no idea that guy was there. Okay.
oh man.
He was like hidden behind the car in front of him.
So you can actually turn tight enough to the inside of some like turns to where the game will like push you forward a bit. It's interesting to see, but if you're going fast enough on the inside of a turn, you'll just see the game kind of like jump forward a bit.
The camera also freaks out.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you take turns really tight, it like can't follow your car properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like I don't know, when that happens it seems like your car just sticks to the inside a bit. So it's actually really helpful for certain like S's sections where it's like back and forth turns. Because you don't have to worry about your car like popping off the wall and hitting a car or anything. It's just like Also on the second lap, I think it's this. Is it this race on the second lap that has the funny traffic? Where
Yes,
it's
yes.
okay.
This is one of the two tracks that has a traffic car on the wrong side of the road. I guess they're like supposed to be performing like legal passes. Like, you know how you can legally pass cars on 2-lane roads if like you feel like they're going too slow?
Yeah, it's supposed to be something like that, but
Yeah,
it
I
look
think
it just
that's
looks
what's
funny.
going on. Except in this lap, it's like a truck passing another truck on a 2-lane road, and then you like.
And they're
gain
both head on.
Patterns that you're approaching them as soon as they're doing that.
And there's only one other time that there's an oncoming track car like that.
Yeah, it was actually in the first track.
Was it? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like it's easy to not notice though.
So I got a 201 first lap. That was pretty bad.
I got 202.
Oh man, that 1 second differential.
Uh-huh.
All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. All right, we're
Didn't
okay.
crash on that turn that time. That turn can be really annoying.
Which one? The one coming off the bridge?
Right after the bridge.
Yeah, that's another turn that's kind of like.
I would actually say that this track has some of the hardest turns because a lot of these ones are kind of blind. You can't see the cars coming around the bends very easily.
Right.
So you have to either like know that they're there or set your path up in a good way to like not put yourself in the middle of the lane when you're
Yeah.
going around the turn.
Oh yeah, here it is. So there's just two trucks, and you just kind of like I just go in between them, but I mean
I think I'm
it's
on
just
the right side.
it's just kind of like funny looking. You're like, oh shit. First time I saw that, I was like, oh my god, what? What is this? Also, there's a fun little thing you can do here. There's this like raised dirt platform, and you can actually like if you hit it the right way, you can just launch your car.
Yeah, I would do it, but it's slower.
Like, and there's ways you can like launch your car and you'll just get insane air and you won't even crash, or then you'll just like crash and have this like spectacular like flipping crash where your car just like barrel rolls everywhere. It's I don't know
Like,
if
it's a
you're
shame that we lose so much time to crashing, because crashing can be a lot of fun in this game. That was like part of the reason I liked it a lot as a kid. Because
And you could
I
save
would
the
just,
replays in this
purposefully
one.
Try to get funny crashes and save them on my memory card.
oh yeah. There's actually a way to go out of bounds on this track.
Oh yeah, I've crashed out of bounds a few times before.
And there's a few different places where you can like go out of bounds, but it does nothing. Like you can't drive. Your car just kind of like falls.
I've
So
never gone out of bounds outside of a crash. Have you? Like, I've never driven out of bounds.
No, yeah, I've never like actually like no, actually that's not true. Oh my god, that crash was bad. My car like fishtailed, and then 4 cars crashed into me. There was one time, it was on Interstate, or the reverse, Rush Hour, and I, like, clipped through the thing that separates, like, the exit and the interstate, like that little, like, divider, and I, like, just started falling out of bounds.
Oh,
And
wow.
I fell for,
And you didn't
like...
crash.
No, I didn't crash, it just respawned my car after, like, a minute of falling.
Wow, I did not know that was possible.
Yeah, that happened when I was, like, when I first had the game as a kid, and I was like, oh, what is this?
I feel like if people play this for long enough, skips will be found. I actually found something interesting on my memory card. Apparently my fastest lap one of the races is 10 seconds, and I have no idea how that got on there. Although it makes me wonder if, like, I did an accidental lap skip as a kid.
Yeah.
And, like, I have no idea how to replicate that, but it's just, like, that time is there on my memory card.
Oh, dude, I'm crashing a lot at the end of this race. I just crashed, like, twice within... Yeah. Oh. Oh, no.
Who streamed? Mine or Geoff?
Znernicus.
Crap, it's really hard to, like, fix things while you're racing in this game.
You have a big enough lead. You can probably, like, click over, refresh it, and I still won't pass you any or get close. Alright.
Drive in a straight line for a while here. Probably not. Oh man, I really want to fix my stream, but I also really don't want to stop driving. Okay, I'm gonna try here.
You can wait until like a loading screen comes up.
Those don't really happen until you finish a race though. And I just started a race. Okay, how about here? Yeah, I hit the stop streaming button on that straight away. And start. Oh my god. I didn't crash.
Nice.
Thankfully this track has a lot of straight parts.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back.
Awesome.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what causes that.
Yeah, it seems to happen every time I host.
That's a shame.
Really.
Oh no, I knew I was gonna hit that guy. I took the turn too sharply, which sucks because I had full turbo.
Oh man. Which turn?
I actually got a pretty great respawn point though, so I'm not too unhappy about it. My best lap for this track is like a 1:10, I think, so if the rest of this lap goes well, I'll like sort of have a good estimate of how much time that costs.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. I took the turn right after the start too sharp, hit the barrier, and crashed with full turbo, because that was a clean lap.
Yeah, I had a clean first lap. I think we did a very similar thing there. I had a clean first lap.
The world record for this, Zern.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Awesome.
Okay, so right at the beginning of your, so we're on Euro Marathon. I had an okay race. I think I made up a little time. I actually didn't see my final time on that because I was dealing with the technical issues. But at the beginning of Euro Marathon, there's like a crash right there, like at the beginning,
God.
and that. Oh no.
I just crashed as soon as I got to the turbo, and I was about to hit the straightaway with it.
Wait, the at the very beginning of Euro?
No, I get turbo by the straightaway where the double trucks show up on Twilight Harbor.
Oh gosh, I have no clue.
It's okay, I'll have turbo for the bridge at least. If I don't crash into that guy, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, you're like down the S's and such.
Yeah, I'm going down across the bridge right now.
Okay, yeah, you're a bit ahead of me. I mean, I'm like maintaining.
Seems like we're pretty close though.
Yeah, I'm maintaining that like 25 to 30 second disadvantage, but I'm not losing it either. Just kind of staying in tow here. It wouldn't have been that bad if I had not crashed like 3 times at the very end of Twilight Harbor, but that track tends to be like one of my worst tracks.
Oh my god, that was so scary close. No, 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 no!
Oh no.
I hate that left turn. Worst left turn.
The left turn going to like the
It's like the right before you change into the
Right.
position between the tracks. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe not that one, but
Is it the one?
there's 2 left turns that you could be thinking of, I guess.
Right. Is it the left turn that's like really tight going into that
Oh,
narrow
it's the slippery-
section?
It's the slippery left turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
It's not the one that's on the normal track. It's like that one that you only do in Euro Marathon.
No, it's not that one. It's the one before it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one where like the cars can like go inside each other because the patterns are weird.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Okay. I've got turbo in this straightaway, which is a really decent place to get turbo.
I feel like you're ahead of me, but I'm not sure.
I'm going across that bridge, about to go into the carousel, like the hairpin turn area, right now.
Okay, no, we're very close though.
Yeah, I'm going around the hairpin
I'm
like.
entering the tunnel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't already have turbo because I crashed again.
You're still like 20 seconds ahead of me or so.
I don't think it's that much.
Maybe not. I don't
You have a
know.
lot of distance pretty quickly in this game.
We'll see. I'm going down the straightaway, about to enter the tunnel. I'm gonna go oncoming strats because.
I would say maybe 10. 15
Yeah,
minutes.
maybe it is 10 or 15. Oh man, I don't know how that happened. The camera just like, I was like up against the right wall and I somehow collided with part of the car's hitbox and just annihilated me and the dude behind me. It was pretty spectacular. I'll take that. That was pretty
I had a
rippy.
really nice turbo usage through the lap. Like the end of the lap thing.
Oh yeah. I just got a turbo again going
When
through
you're
it.
finishing lap 2 on this track, there's this bus that comes by and it's really hard, but you can
Oh
drift
my
and
God.
use turbo in such a way that you can get in front of him. It's like one of those things where it's like you gotta either choose to play it safe and just wait it out and go behind the bus, or try to go for that like perfect beat the bus thing.
Yeah.
But it's pretty punishing if you mess it up.
What was your first lap?
Brief 34.
Oh wow, you gained 20 seconds on me. 351.
Whoa.
Yeah, 351. Because I crashed twice at the very end.
Yeah, it just shows how much like those crashes when you could be using turbo.
Yeah. Because I could have been using turbo through that whole section, and instead I crashed twice. And it cost me... It really cost me that much time. Like, it cost me the time difference between getting a lap like Zern's or better and the lap that I got.
Oh, I should point out that there's some of these turns where I'm using turbo, but I'm also braking. Turbo is really interesting in this game. Something I didn't mention before is that you get a half bar refill whenever you completely use a turbo bar, but only if you haven't like let go to stop in the middle. And so basically, if I'm using a turbo in a section where like I know I'm gonna have to slow down to do a turn anyway, you can hold turbo and brake without holding the gas, and it will slow you down somewhat, but like it'll still sort of have acceleration. It's a really weird effect. I don't.
It like drags the car around almost.
Yeah, the car like goes into a really fast drift, if that makes sense. It's really strange.
Well, that
But
should have
you
been a
wanna
crash.
hold on the turbo until it gets low enough. There is actually some leniency in terms of like when you can let go and it'll still give you the half bar refill.
Yeah,
I noticed that
there
if you
is.
let go when it's almost all the way empty, it'll like finish it out for you and still give you the half bar refill.
Yeah, there's also like a small dead zone where you can like let off, but just enough to where it doesn't think that you completely let off. You know, so it's like.
Really?
Yeah, like, I found that, like, whenever I'm going through a turn, if I need to let off just a bit, I can still get the full usage of the turbo and the half bar by, like,
man.
kind of
I did not
slightly
realize
letting
you
off
could
the
do
R
that. I
trigger.
wanna, like, investigate that more now.
Yeah,
That could really change some strategies for where I use turbo.
because, like, you can go around a corner and kind of, like, lift the turbo just a bit so that it doesn't, like, affect, and then just slam it back down and, like,
Yeah.
just, like, really quick, kind of like a rhythm, and it'll still
In case
count.
you guys aren't aware, turbo is typically on the R button.
Yeah, R
the
trigger.
controller. So the R trigger, which has like variable pressing downness, I guess. I don't know.
Dead zones.
Yeah. So like you don't have to. It's not a button that you're either pressing or not pressing. So that's interesting that you could actually use
Right.
like, the half press down trigger to have that advantage.
Yeah, because,
the
like,
turbo thing.
a good way to,
I'll
like,
that later.
a good way to mess around with that would be to, like, get an adapter for a GameCube controller for PC, and then mess around with, like, how far you can depress the button without, like, it registering that you're actually, like, fully let off.
It's weird that the game would actually think
That it's
in
like,
terms of like actually giving you the speed boost of turbo. It actually would register that at a different dead zone than like thinking that you're holding it down for the turbo bar. That's really weird to me.
yeah, it's just something I found when I was, like, drifting through corners. I would, like, rapidly, like, use and, like let off and, like, you know, kind of mash the R button a bit
Huh.
to not,
Interesting.
you know, crash, and I would still get the half bar, and I'm like, wait, why did I get that?
That's really cool.
3:33 second lap. I don't know what yours was.
3:11 second lap. Is that a PB lap?
Oh man, that's really good.
Did I crash? I don't remember. It's good if you don't remember crash.
Yeah, I think I had one crash. I'm guessing you, like, about halfway through your third lap?
About, yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to head into the River City section.
Oh man,
in a few
yeah.
turns. Oh wow, that was dumb. I just like am bad at near missing sometimes. It's okay. But no, that's all my turbo gone.
So it was like a near
Spot
miss
that I would have used it.
turned into a crash. I know that feel. Alright, let's see what we can do with this lap.
I really hope the like police car behind the bus doesn't troll me like it has been recently. Okay, you know what? I just went around the long way to prevent that. So I'm gonna
Yep.
try out this release turbo halfway strat thing. Let's see if it works out for me here. Not crashed anyway, because that was still a really hard thing to try to use turbo, and it was the first time I was trying to do that strat. So
I found that it only, like, at least when I've gotten it to work, it's been, like, really, like, the S's section where it's, like, really, like, back and forth, so it's, like, on, off, on, off, on, off. Like that. It is pretty interesting, though, that it worked, because, like, I was, like, not expecting it to, you know, give me my turbo or anything, and then I come out of the corner, and I get half a bar plus, like, the drift, and I'm like, oh, okay. That was interesting.
you gotta focus here, because if you crash here, you could lose the race. Crashing anywhere near is really scary.
Yeah, definitely.
Not good.
I've lost
Alright, we're good.
this race like 2 different times based on like crashing on the last. Okay, speaking of crashing on the last lap and walls being absolutely bad, I bumped. Oh, I almost got turned around. Okay, so if you get respawned right behind an AI car, or not an AI car, but like just a traffic car, and you're there's like a wall, you can actually hit the AI car, and your car will spin around, and you'll get turned around. And it's like the worst.
If you get turned around and start facing the wrong direction, you like your control of the car first of all gets really bad, and you like, drift all over the place. You like swing really.
Like the game does not like it at all.
Yeah, and it's hard to get out of.
Yeah.
It's like almost better to crash your way out of it than anything else.
That's the only way I like usually get out of it. If it happens in a run, I'm just like, well. Alright, cool. I got a clean last section on
Oh my god, that turn.
3:32 on the last lap. Not a great Euro marathon, but still sub 11. So I mean.
Oh no, give me the turbo for the. Oh well, it's too late now. Actually, that's okay. I can use it on the next straightaway. Right here. Not the comedians.
I think I'm actually like 2 minutes ahead.
For much PBs.
Actually, this is my. I don't think these splits are my PB. My PB is like 133. These are like 135. 135. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. These.
Actually, like, about tied with your PB.
I'm at, yeah. I would say like I'm around tied with my PB at the moment, and my PB is like.
Probably about a minute behind, is my guess.
And you're about a minute ahead of me, so that would make sense. This race. I would say that this is one of my best races, though. Night Shift is probably one of my best races.
I'll watch how you do it sometime then.
Yeah. It's like the one I notice not crashing on at all the most, as I almost crash. But yeah, I crashed once there. That sucks. That blue car came out and got me. Was that you, Znernicus? It was you. You sent him. You sent the blue car. But
My
yeah.
race is going pretty well so far. Haven't crashed yet.
Second lap, I'm guessing. Yeah.
I'm on the second lap, yeah. Oh no! I hate that lap. That last turn on the second lap. That truck, that like box truck. I always hit him.
You're a lap ahead of me, so you're like a minute 10.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I had a really bad Euro marathon. Like I said, yeah, like we said earlier, Euro marathon really like.
Euro marathon can like make or break a run. Well,
that and
actually,
yeah.
But Euro marathon is harder.
Yeah, I would definitely say Euro marathon is like the harder of the two. USA is like has a few hard sections, but is overall.
It's also got some really easy sections and like straightaway highways.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, I'm pulling off some cool turns, but it feels so risky. Oh god, I did not realize they were gonna be that far into the intersection. That was bad.
Maybe you're just playing too good.
But I'm crashing, so not really. I've crashed twice on second lap now. Or wait, I'm on third lap. But I've crashed twice in the race.
Okay. I've crashed once on the first lap. Haven't crashed yet on the second. And if that box truck that you were referencing earlier doesn't get me, I'll be okay.
Oh, baby.
Cool, miss.
Oh, there is that box truck. I'm gonna swing around him. And 113 second lap.
Nice.
That's really good.
18.
Yeah, 113 is a really good lap
Oh my
time.
god, no. If I lose this race because of that, that is the stupidest way to lose a race.
Oh no.
Okay,
Wait.
we're fine. We're fine.
Okay,
I
okay.
got it.
Okay, good. I got scared.
On the last thing. in
Wait,
the
like,
lap,
oh, that, like, that.
next to the finish line.
Oh my god.
So
That
good.
thing is the worst. I've hit that plenty of times as well, so I know how that
It
is.
wasn't even close to missing it though. I just like.
You just, like, ran into it.
I don't even know, man.
Oh my gosh.
We're past that track.
Oh no! The barrier wall thing, like, coming around that right-hand turn out of the alleyway. Like, you know that, like, where you can just go straight? I tried to cut it really tight and go, like, on the inside, and I clipped the inside of that barrier, and it just shot me...
There a few times. It's kind of
Yeah, those kind of corners have really odd collision, and that, like, if you grind up against them at an angle like that, they'll just crash you. You're like, you're dead. Whoop, there you go.
No. Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna try to, like, not hit the barrier here. Okay, I didn't hit the
I
barrier.
crashed on the very first car of Cliffhanger, by the way. Pretty cool stuff.
Alright.
Dude, I am soaring through this section. Oh my god, and I crashed.
Oh,
That's
man.
what happens when you try to use turbo in areas that aren't straightaways. I wish I could do it cleanly and get away with it, but need more practice.
Yeah. On Cliffhanger has some of the coolest places to crash, though, if you're, like, looking to get crash replays.
Oh yeah, because you can crash off the cliffs.
Oh, man.
Places.
I think you showed me that one replay where you, like, took a car with you over the cliff.
No! Yes, I've actually crashed other cars off the cliff. I've crashed using the bus, which is like a special car you can unlock in this game.
Oh my
got the
god.
bus to crash off the cliff and do 2 front flips on the way down. That was pretty cool.
Dude, oh no, the car swerved into me! he, like, tried to avoid me, and by trying to avoid me, he actually hit
that's
me.
Something that can happen sometimes. The cars, when they see you driving towards them, they will react sometimes, but not other times. So, when they react, they'll try to. Usually, they'll swerve away from you, but every once in a while, they're gonna like they mispredict where you're coming from, and they swerve towards the side you're on, and then you can end up being in a crash because of that.
Dude, that GameCube. Oh no! Oh, I got pinched in between the fucking the bread truck, like the loaf-looking truck in the wall. The loaf truck. I don't know. It's like a bread truck. It's like the van, but not. You know, it's like the cargo van type thing. I don't know what to.
Right now, what that looks like. You don't mean like the one carrying the logs, right?
No. The it's like they're like the mini like cruiser vans or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. They have like the 2 double doors in the back that swing out.
Oh man, this isn't the box truck though. Okay.
No, it's not the box truck. It's not the boxy like package or the like the package delivery truck. It's like the courier van or you know, the bakery van, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna have to keep a look out for this because I can't remember what those look like. Oh no.
Whoa, boy. Oh boy. Ooh, the median! Oh no, I'm over the cliff! Whee! Okay, I didn't even go over the cliff. I clipped through the fence and went over the cliff. I hit the median and my car just lost collision and went through the fence. It, like, I don't know what happened there. That was odd, but you know, whatever. That was cool.
Okay, thank God I didn't crash there. That was so close.
My first lap was like a 145. I don't know. That was alright.
Dude, mine was a 142.
Dang.
And my second lap was 125, which suggests that my first lap was not very good.
Yeah. You know, that might be the
I don't
case.
know. But my second lap, I don't even know.
This
I
is
don't
one of
remember
the...
what a good time on this track is.
Yeah,
to be
these... Honestly, neither do I. This is like the one grouping of tracks that I just have no clue. I got a 127 second lap with like going over the cliff. So.
Am I gonna get the lapping hype thing?
Oh man.
I might lap the AI.
Oh, I
For
love.
some reason the AI like gets stuck at a certain part of this track.
It's pretty hilarious.
Oh, hooray! I lapped 4th place.
Nice.
It's like the only track I've ever seen lapping be possible.
I thought it was almost possible on River City or one of those tracks once. Like I came close to it, but
Oh wow, I haven't.
I think other than this, like there's only one other track that it's ever happened on. I wonder if I get it. I'm not sure. We'll see. I haven't crashed yet on this lap, so if I go crashless through this like section here, I should get the lapped car hype.
Near misses off park cars.
Dude, those are the best.
I think those
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
cars in the game because I can't really remember ever seeing those.
I think they are, but I'm not 100%.
Like a random string of parked cars.
Yeah. Oh wait, I might not get the lap height. Oh, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna lap. Oh god, he's gonna be like. No, the truck! His dust obscured the truck.
Yeah,
I couldn't see.
The problem with having it in front of you like that is that
I couldn't see
a lot
him.
of dust.
I couldn't see the flatbed because his dust was there. So I just like, oh man. All right.
I lost control of my drift and crashed. All right. Cool. Respawn point. I always wonder if the tracks that have water on the ground are actually like slightly different with the physics. If they are, it's pretty subtle and I haven't really noticed it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's purely aesthetic though. But like this is one of the rainy tracks.
I know in other burnouts it's definitely like the conditions have an effect, but I'm not sure about this one. Also, that truck just drove straight into that flatbed at the beginning of Midnight Run. The trucks are dumb. Also, in my 133 PB, I lost a minute and a half on this race. Somehow.
Oh, wow.
I had like the worst race that you could ever have and still win it. I distinctly remember how bad it was.
I don't even know where I lost a lot of time in my PV. I think it's just sort of like every race could have been a little better.
Yeah. At this point, that's how pretty much all my speed games are. They're just like, okay, every little split you can make up a tiny increment of time, but there's no real bad split.
Don't know how that crashed. I just barely nicked that guy.
Alright, I got tunnel strats. Full boost throughout the tunnel.
Nice.
As long as I don't...
But I did crash twice so far, I think. And
Ooh.
one was turbo.
Okay, we're good. I got another boost coming out of the tunnel, and then I'm going to play it safe and just go on the right side of the road here. And then go back on the left.
I'm doing left side the entire way.
Left side just... Oh, taxi cab. You were obscured by the tanker truck. I could not see your bright, shiny white lights.
Oh god.
Oh, something we should mention about marathon traffic patterns. They share some of the similar traffic patterns to different races, like single races. It's basically like they just
the Euro
map.
Marathon and USA Marathon have some of the traffic patterns pulled from the like smaller tracks that they're made up of.
Yep. They kind of just copied and pasted. It seems like they're like, oh look, traffic pattern, copy, paste. Here you go. Okay, that works.
Yeah. I beat the bus, by the way, going into lap 3. That was
Oh man, yeah, I'm not even. I'm like about to be on the straightaway headed towards the tunnel, so you got a decent lead here.
No, I turned too early. Oh man.
Oh, you turned too early.
Turn.
Ah. So right it.
That respawn point is the worst. I'm glad I was turning left there, because if I hadn't, I would have gotten stuck and possibly reversed by that car.
Oh, behind like.
Literally touching bumpers with the traffic car.
Oh my god, that's so bad. That is bad. That's what happened to me 2 races or 3 races ago. It wasn't the race before Euro Marathon, I guess. Yeah. How did I get through there? I shouldn't have lived. Today on I should not have survived. Geoff tells his story about getting crunched into a wall by a taxi and surviving. And I beat the bus too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, ooh, okay. I turned too early, bounced off the inside wall, and then flipped up against the nice parliamentary buildings. And then the yellow roadster behind me decided he wanted to follow suit and landed on top of me. Thank you, yellow roadster. I've always wanted to be mounted by you. Apparently, it was.
Is sub 1 hour finishing this track good?
Yeah, it's decent. I'm not sure what it'll put you at overall.
Yeah, I really have no idea. Rush Hour!
Oh,
Probably
baby.
The most turbo-intensive track. Like, it's probably, we use turbo for probably 90% of it, at least.
It's probably the most fun track, in all honesty. It's like
It's pretty fun, but it's also like really annoying when you crash because it is one of the tracks where crashing will cost you the most time in almost any situation because there's that chance of like taking turbo through the entire thing pretty much.
Yeah,
this is the track with the most
oncoming
places to use turbo on oncoming lanes, and you can just loop it repeatedly.
I think the most I've got.
Just try to get as many near misses as I can to get up the turbo.
Right.
And now I'm gonna try to hold it for pretty much the entire race. There's only a few spots where you have to let go.
Yeah. I think my biggest combo on that track is like 8 or 9 like consecutive turbos.
I don't even count it, but I guess I'll count now. I'm on my second one right now.
Alright, I got a 130 final lap and a 127
Usually
second
you
lap.
have to drop it at some point in the intersection area.
I've actually held it all the way through there once. I've actually managed to keep it through that section.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
And like get a full refill out of it too?
Yeah, right at the very end I near missed a car and like got a refill.
Oh my god, that's
and
incredible.
It was like super hype. And then like right after I finished that lap I crashed. I think it was like you can get sub 2 minute laps on second and third laps here if you're good if you like boost well enough.
Yeah, I've done sub 2 before.
Yeah.
I think my best is a 156 or something.
Mine's like a 157 maybe. So it's like very close. Also the AI cars like to ruin a lot of near miss opportunities by getting the cars to swerve at you, and it's very scary here at the very beginning because tankers have a wide swerve radius. So my objective is going to be to body the yellow car out of my way. I just shoved him into a car. That felt pretty good. Unfortunately, this isn't Burnout 3, so I didn't get any takedown points for it. But we're going to get another boost right here, and we should be able to maintain this boost, theoretically, all the way to the middle of the, like, the street section here. If we play our cards right, we may even get it to, like, near the end. So let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, it's like the one place I gotta drop turbos. Going up the exit ramp that's like it forces you basically on the right side of the road.
There we go. Get around that turn. Get around
By the way,
oh,
you may
okay.
notice that, like when I'm cutting corners on here, I try to stay inside the shoulder. I think it is pretty apparent that the driving on the shoulder slows you down a little bit, and it's probably worth it to still try to be as close to the inside track as you can without putting any of your wheels on the shoulder.
Dude, that was really good. I got turbo. I lost turbo, but got the full refill, or like the half refill, at the very end, near the very end of the streets, and then got turbo before the exit ramp again.
Nice. I did not get that, so I had more downtime between turbo and...
Yeah, so I was actually able to get one, like, oh no, I clipped the side of a flatbed!
Oh no, oh my god.
Wait.
I thought I was dead, and then I thought I had passed it, and then I actually crashed it.
Oh my gosh. I clipped the end of a flatbed into another flatbed and a semi, $125,000 of damage. Damn. I was like super happy because I thought that lap was really good, and then all of a sudden it was just like no, and I ended up getting a 209 instead of like a potential like 206 or 1.
Dude.
I don't even know.
I had a 202 first lap, and the second lap has been going really terrible. I mean, it was fine, but then I crashed once in the intersection places, and then I crashed once again going onto the last highway, which is pretty bad because you normally have full turbo right there.
Oh, I crashed on the interstate on the oncoming like right after I got on it. It's okay though. It's okay. I can survive. As long as I know how to boost, I know I'm still alive.
Oh, am I gonna get a refill here before I go on the exit ramp? I am. Perfect. Maybe I'll be able to get a lap PB with this now because.
Oh wait, did you just go? Did you just go onto the final part of the interstate, like the big oncoming section, on lap 2?
No, I am on lap 3 now.
Oh, okay. Wait, where are you at in lap 3?
Taking the long left-handed exit ramp to the like brown highway.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're at the beginning of.
Yeah, towards the beginning.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you still have, like, a decently sizable lead. I'm gonna need to have, like, a crash-free race to come back at this point. which
I was really hoping I could get crash free on this track because it's probably one of the easier tracks to do so, but unfortunately it did not pull that.
I would say like interstate would be the easiest.
Yeah.
And then we both crashed on the last corner. I was gonna have
Yeah.
crash free, and I crashed on the last corner of that one, which is frustrating. I definitely want to try to come back to Burnout now and get a better time than a 1:33. Like, being able to race this in the marathon, like, just shows me, like, oh man, I missed this. Because it's such a different type of game than Monkey Ball.
Oh yeah, totally different. And it's very different from the other games I run as well.
Yeah.
Well, then again, like every game I run is extremely different from each other, which is really weird.
Portal 2, DK64, Burnout.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I have in common with them is that they were like some of my favorite games casually before I did speedrunning. So.
Yeah, and both of them are
Makes
pretty
sense.
broken. Or at least, like...
Yeah, that's... Well, this one's not broken.
No,
It doesn't have any
Portal
glitches so
2
far.
is...
Yeah,
somewhat.
DK64 is extremely... Is that a lap PB?
What was it?
I got a 156.1.
Oh man, that's nice. Clappas all around. Oh god, that actually scared me and I almost swerved into a car. I almost shot myself in the foot because I'm like, yeah, let's clap for Zern because he did a good thing. Oh man, and then I just crashed anyway.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
I have a fun challenge in this game. Just try passing a race while spamming Z the entire time.
Oh my god.
Best strat.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so bad. Z is a look behind you, by the way, in case you don't know. What? What? How did I? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I guess I was going too fast.
Did you clip off of something?
I crashed into the sidewall.
Okay. I'm like just now going on the final interstate section. I had a crash. Let's just say that. Actually, I think I had two. I had one, and then I recovered, and then I tried to pass another car on the outside and flipped up against the wall, so that was like kind of okay. By kind of okay, it wasn't okay at all. In fact, I'm like absolutely mortified.
What the hell? This AI racer will not crash. Okay.
Yeah, also I'm pretty sure that the owner of the red sedan is going to sue me now. That was abysmal. 209, 209, 205. Ugh. That was
Wow, I
bad.
actually got turbo out of that. Did not expect to get the refill there. I must have let go like just barely on time. That's really good. I can use it here. Alright. It's kind of hard to see in this foresty area.
Man, you're like actually a lap ahead of me right now. So whatever you just got on the lap is what you're ahead of me.
134.
Yes, you're a minute and a half ahead.
Actually, it's however long you spend on the first lap.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That's... Ooh, that was close. Oh yeah, because then we'll like... Okay, so yeah, you started your second lap as I started my first, so... We can go...
Actually.
What was your first lap?
Aw.
134 is what you said?
Yeah.
No, 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 no!
I think that has one crash.
AI decided that a tanker was a good thing to crash sideways in front of me. And so it did. And, well, you know, there comes a time when everyone runs into a tanker truck. And that was my time. That was my time to shine. Right into the back of it. Oh, dude, I
The uphill
picked...
section? Are you on the uphill section?
Yeah, I am.
It's so annoying.
And I have turbo.
So good way to get through.
I have turbo, and I was like, I used turbo through the tunnel, and then got a refill, and now I'm doing the uphill with turbo. And so it's
Oh
like,
my God. I don't
just-
even bother using turbo when I'm going uphill. I save it for the forest.
well, I was going to, but then I was like, wait, I could use it before the tunnel. I used it, got a refill through the tunnel, got another refill up the hill. So it was like, rippy.
Oh man, I actually went in between those cars and didn't crash. Amazing.
I got 142, so like, what, a minute and Yeah, I guess I'm like 142 behind.
Oh.
Ish.
Oh my god, how do I keep... I crashed there last lap, too. It's not a hard part of the lap at all. Okay. Whatever. To run a game that doesn't have any, like, big skips that determine whether the run will live or not. It's just like your gameplay everywhere matters.
Hey, that's like my runs. That's like almost every game I run. Like,
Oh.
well,
It's like new for me to not have any sort of like critical tricks that you gotta pull off.
I mean, like with the monkey ball, it's like, yeah, you have like the level tricks, but that's still like all execution, you know? So it's like, it's not so much like, okay, well, did I get this huge glitch that saved this amount of time or not, you know? It's more like, okay, did I get this like trick really quickly? And then like Nitronic Rush is like,
Nitronic Rush is another racing game, so of course that's going to be kind of similar.
yeah, and Rush is cool because it has like platforming elements mixed in, which is what I really like about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, it has really weird like stuff for a racing game. You, like,
It's a lot of
fly off
fun.
The track and skip parts of the races.
You're actually like, the majority of the time you're actually like not on the track itself. You're using like buildings or you're flying. So it's a lot of fun. We actually raced it at SGDQ.
Oh, I think I missed it because it was probably at a bad time.
Yeah, it was at like 2 a.m. Or MST or whatever Mountain Time.
Yeah, it was like
and
4 or whatever for me or something.
yeah,
4 a.m. Wasn't up for that.
no, I didn't expect very many people to be like staying up that late. But a lot of people said that like they watched the VOD or whatever and they said it was really good. So I was like, yay! I didn't completely screw up.
Yay.
So, will you be suggesting anything for AGDQ, Znernicus?
Like for me to run?
Yes.
I want to run Portal 2 single player like I did 2 years ago because I've gotten a lot better at it.
Right.
And there's a lot of new like time savers and stuff that have been implemented, so I think it would be a good run. Like, even though it's been in HDQ before, it's not uncommon to have repeat runs, especially after 2 years. And,
Right.
like, improvement by a lot.
For sure. I think that would be cool to see. Hopefully, I wonder if Tudos is going to suggest no levels early.
I
That would
would
be
like
nice.
to see a DK run that isn't any percent. Well, I don't think any percent is really a good thing to show off anymore because you're not going to be able to use the fastest route. It's not marathon friendly.
Yeah.
Helm early.
Yeah. So
It's definitely
either
not.
NLE or favorably 101%. I would be
I-
happy to see either of those get in.
101 would be like, it would be like the TTYD of this SGDQ. It'd be like one of those longer runs that gets in.
It would be like
Yeah.
one of the longest in the marathon, that's for sure.
And it's a fun run as well.
What's
It's
the 1% again?
Zern.
I have the record at
Yeah.
6 hours and 27 minutes, I think.
6 hours, and yeah.
And for a marathon estimate, I would probably give like 6:45 or 6:50.
Oh my god, dude, this bus
Just in case.
juked
I
me
don't know,
out.
Not that I would expect to lose that much time necessarily, but
Just in
I don't wanna,
case.
like, go over.
Yeah,
And
for
it's such
sure.
a long run that like if things go wrong and you're not resetting, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that would be interesting. Would you be the one suggesting 101?
I think CFox might be running it. I know he's wanted to do it a few times for GDQs because it would be like I think the second or third time that he's submitted it to them and
Right.
they denied him the previous times because it's too long.
Yeah.
But
I mean, lately a
they
lot
have
of...
other long games. It's just they have to see that there's enough people who will enjoy it. I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I like 101. It's probably one of my favorite, like, 100%
It gets
categories.
the most viewers out of all
Oh, yeah.
DK64 categories.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
It always seems to bring in the most people. So, like when I run it, even when Tudos runs it, and like he runs NLE all the time, he get more viewers. I think when he ran 101.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure about that, but I remember the view count being like particularly high for him, and also for CFox.
CFox got, like, 1,000 viewers almost each time he runs 101. It's, like, around 1K at the end of them. So, it's definitely a run that's, like, good for viewership for a channel, and as well as like you could put 101 at like a time slot that was not super favorable and still get a lot of viewership for it because everyone loves Donkey Kong, Everyone loves Donkey Kong. I'll probably suggest Monkey Ball Deluxe Ultimate Run, which is like the world record is 1:18:35 and my PB is 1:18:44, so I'm like really close. Yeah, I almost got the world record last night. It was pretty crazy, but it's a full run of deluxe, so it's like everything from beginner through master extra. So it's beginner extra, advanced extra, expert extra, master, and master extra. Plus it's every single level from Monkey Ball 1 and 2 combined.
Oh wow.
So it's like showcasing like the entire series.
That's cool.
So I'll suggest that, and then me and Miles are going to suggest Expert as a race again, because I talked to some people and they were like, yeah, if you suggested it, has a decent shot of getting in again.
I have to be really careful or I'm going to lose this race.
Oh man.
Oh no, well, never mind. The AI was like so much further behind than I thought they would be. It's just I crashed in a typically dangerous spot near the last lap.
Oh, right, okay.
Actually, I still have to be really careful. Oh my god, that was way closer than I wanted it to be. I had to slow down for the truck that comes across. And
yeah.
It was so close to not winning.
Oh man. That's scary.
What pace am I on? If I take another 15 to 16 minutes here, it looks like I'm on pace for like a 132 if I do a good USA marathon.
I should be on pace for sub 135 at least then. Because I'm like going into the tunnel on my final lap here. So I'm about like minute and a half off, yeah. So I feel like a 132 it'd be like a 134 to a 135. Not horrible. I mean, really.
Oh, thanks a lot, AI.
Oh, did he crash like right?
Will crash in front of me.
Oh man, those are the worst.
We have a $10 donation from Aidyn, A-I-D-Y-N. I'm not sure if that's how you say that, but the comment is, please put this $10 towards the Ed and Eddie, the Misadventures, Alafounce Glitches donation incentive. Thanks for your $10 donation.
Thank you, friend. Going to help the doctors that seem to have lost their borders.
We're donating for them to find their borders.
Yep. That's exactly it.
I don't want them to have
No, we don't want them to have the borders. I didn't have to slow down for that truck. I got a 125 final lap. That was decent. And then everyone crashed behind me.
I think you caught up a lot on me on Sunset River. I was like crashing all over the place. Like, I think I had...
Alright, USA Marathon time.
At least every lap, or like 140 on the first lap.
Yeah, my first lap was like a mid 140, and then the rest were like, the second one was like a low 130, and then it was a 125. Alright.
I'm not gonna get through. Oh, what? You didn't. Okay.
Ooh, oh no.
Fine.
At least I'm not like asking you if you're on your second lap yet, loading into this one.
Definitely not.
No. These are the,
If it was a normal length track, I would be.
Maybe, yeah.
This transition point between interstate and hillside pass is so weird.
Oh, is that where you're
Like,
at?
super
Okay.
sharp turns.
I'm going onto the interstate section like now. So, I think I caught up a
You
little
mean
bit.
Starting the race?
No. As in, like, I'm on the freeway.
That is like... Oh wait, no, the race starts in gridlock. I forgot.
Yeah, the race does start in gridlock. So,
Right.
I'm on interstate now.
I'm entering the woods of Hillside Pass or whatever.
The forest section? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really good boost getting
Oh
in
my
the
God,
interstate
that
there.
driving was not very...
Actually, if you notice as well, on the interstate section, there's a lot less cars here now than there were to get near misses off of. There's no, like, side-by-side cars on interstate, or not that many. so you can't go between them and get like the double near miss. So getting boost in the interstate section before you get into the, like, I guess the streets is really like a good thing to do. Also, I can't say I've ever had a crashless USA marathon.
Me neither. I've tried it for survival mode and kept missing it. I also don't know if I've ever gotten a crashless USA marathon.
Oh, Euro and USA, yeah, both marathons
I mean,
are...
sorry, did I say Euro and did I say USA twice?
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, I meant Euro. Those are the only tracks I haven't done crashless yet.
Yeah, I think I'm...
Because they're the longest ones.
I think I'm with you on that one, actually. It's just insanely hard to get, like, an 11-minute race, like, completely crashless. Well, with Euro, and then with USA, it's, like, 15, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite long.
But yes, this is the final race.
Yeah.
And it can go either way. Like, I'm still within distance. If he crashed enough and I didn't crash a lot, I could come back. So, and same with, you know, Zern could just pull away easy.
If either of us, like, if I fail the race, then it's completely over.
Oh yeah, definitely. Really, at any point in the race, if someone fails a race and you're racing, like, it's almost GG, like, unless the other person happens to also fail one. Which actually ended up happening, I think in that race that I failed one, you failed one after I had forfeited from the race.
Yeah, I remember that happened.
Remember? I forfeited, and then right after that...
Because I wanted the SRL points.
Yeah, you're like, I'll finish it, because SRL points, and then you, like, lost the next race. And I was like,
yeah.
If I had continued, I would have been ahead.
Yeah. I remember that.
Whoa, okay. I am crashless all the way to the other interstate part. I'm through the raised interstate, crashless so far.
Nice. I think I have one crash, but otherwise pretty good.
Yeah, this is a pretty good lap at the moment. I'm gonna transfer to the oncoming lane here. Alright. Here we go. And there we go, there's the boost.
I think I've gotten crashless laps on this track before.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure.
Entire race.
I need to figure out if I have. I'm like not 100% on that. The crashless lap here would be kind of nice though. That'd be a nice time save. I'd make up a little bit of time on him. So actually, like when you okay, so like in this little like ending hairpin here that would normally end interstate, there are actually cars on here at some points. Whereas like in interstate, you know, it was like completely like clean of cars and everything. Here, there's cars there, and
I usually only see cars at the very start of it, like heading into the exit ramp.
yeah, like they're there, and like they're not usually there. So it's kind of like
they're not there. So that's an example.
Oh, there's one crash. I tried, like, going into the alleyway, there was a tanker and a yellow taxi in front of him, and I decided, I was like, oh, I'll go around everything. Yeah, that was a bad decision. Right into the taxi. Okay.
This should be easy turbo by the next straightaway. As long as I don't crash, that is, which is a real possibility on this lap especially, but hopefully I remember how to get through. Oh my god, that was scary. Alright, I did it. That's kind of slow, but...
Which section?
The same section that you'd normally crash in Interstate.
Oh, that left hand.
Yeah, the left-hand turn.
Okay.
But even the right-hand turn was a little sketchy for me. For some reason.
Alright.
Ooh, this lap is going so smoothly. I hope I can get a lap PB here. I'll make 2 lap PBs if I get one now. Was like, what was the other one I got? Rush Hour?
Yeah, the 150, like the low 156.
I think I did, at least. Unless my PB is like a very, very low 156.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably got a lap PB on that one. Unless I got a 155 and I don't remember. Wow, these extra turbos that I usually don't get. This is nice.
Oh, let me get a turbo at the beginning. There we go.
dude, I wasn't really afraid of hitting that guy, but I sort of had to go for it. Oh, well.
Did you hit him?
Yeah, I got a crash on lap 2 now.
Which guy? Was it in the tight turns?
It was coming out of the forest. I had turbo
Oh.
and I wanted to hold on to it, but didn't make it work. So
Did you hit the guy on the outside, like up against the wall?
no, I actually hit the guy on the inside because it was a truck.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I tried to get in front of him, but didn't have room.
Yeah, usually going in front of trucks is like not like the greatest thing. It doesn't usually work out that well. Sometimes it does. All right, I
The
got.
thing was there was a truck behind him, like on the left. So if I had tried to go the other way around, I thought I was gonna hit him instead.
Okay. Oh, I got through that
Like,
nice.
A bad situation.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I got through that left-hander pretty nice, I guess. I didn't have to slow down too much, if at all.
There's a really kind of tough extra turbo cycle here. If I can nail enough near misses on these first couple cars, nice, I got it. So now you'll see that when my turbo, or I can crash on an easy straightaway.
Oh no.
What I was gonna say was that when my turbo runs out, it'll be before the exit ramp, so that I can get an extra refill before having to go off of the oncoming lanes.
Oh
But
yeah.
that didn't happen because I choked it away. Oh well.
Hey, you can show what not to do, and then I'll probably show what not to do as well. Knowing that corner, and like just this whole game. It's like, oh, someone did this, I'm gonna make up time. And a crash. Oh yeah, I see the truck you tried to get ahead of.
Let me see if I can show off the drift turbo. Alright, gonna start the longest drift in the game here. Going around the bend. I did get this on lap 1, by the way. And
Oh, yeah.
got over out because it was long enough.
Yeah, I got that on. I usually always get that. I don't think I've ever really. I missed it maybe
It
once.
can be tough if you are starting your turbo beforehand at an awkward spot.
True, yeah. Fair enough. I guess it's all positioning.
Yeah, there's a lot of positioning you want to keep track of when you start your turbos, so that you know that they're going to end in a spot that's still good, or that could give you another refill. Or in cases where tracks have a lot of bends and stuff, you want to have the turbo run out before you get to a part where you have to do a sharp turn, and you don't really want to have turbo speed anyway.
Right.
And it can be hard to fit in turbo usages, full turbo usages on some tracks, because of how many tight turns there are.
Yeah, definitely. Euro Marathon is an example of that one. It's like...
Yeah, or the half of Euro Marathon that I think pulls from Harbor Town and Twilight Harbor.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, those ones are pretty hard. I did not get a lap PB. I was 5 seconds off with
Oh, man.
one crash.
I still haven't crashed this one, but then again,
I always forget about that traffic pattern. That's the 3rd or 4th time that I've hit that.
No,
traffic
what?
pattern.
I did not hit that truck. There was no way I was in its hitbox, and the game just was like, "Hey, jump, 5 feet to the right and hit this truck for me." Okay, well, that's cute. That's adorable, game. You are grade A. Adorable.
Awesome hitboxes.
I know those GameCube era hitboxes, man. I tell ya. And I couldn't get the drift or the long drift burnout because I was going too slow because I crashed right near that. So it's just Wombo.
Yeah, if you
That was
don't
just
have turbo already going into it, it's really awkward.
yeah. You have to try really hard to get it. All right, am I gonna get it? Oh no, I won't get a near miss off that, but I will get a drift there.
Another set of near misses for that turbo. Oh wow, I'm actually gonna get sizable amount of turbo from that drift ending well. Oh man, please do not crash now. This would be a bad time. I have turbo. Don't crash. Cool, thank you. Okay.
Well, this was gonna be a good lap, and I crashed twice near the end of it. It's just it's a 2 crash race. 3 crash lap. Only 4 crashes overall, which is not bad still for
I think
this.
I only have 2 overall somehow. No, 3? I forget. My lap 2 was pretty good though, only had 1.
What was your time?
5:15.
Oh yeah, you made up 15 seconds on me. I got a 5:34. It was like 15, 6, 7, 8, 19 seconds, yeah? Something like that.
I think
What?
I'm crashless on lap 3 so far, or am I forgetting that something?
I don't know. Not entirely sure. What was your first lap?
5:34.
5:32, okay. So, total pulling ahead wise is like, I don't know.
18,
Yeah,
17.
18, 17, 18 seconds. At this point, you're still about a minute and a half
Oh
ahead.
my god, that bus.
Give me the turbo. There we go.
Get there. Oh my god, the name
Have you ever, like...
If anyone was wondering about, like, car differences, we are using the same car because it's the fastest of the originally unlocked cars. You can do, like, special versus modes in this game to unlock other cars. But since the only way to get those is to have beaten all the Grand Prix already, we just define the category as, like, start from a new, basically not New Game Plus, just, like, start with no memory card in.
Yeah, it's like a fresh file.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, just a fresh file.
So this is the best car that you have at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it would obviously waste a lot more time to unlock the car than it would take
To save
than it would
it.
save to use it.
Or, yeah.
Because
sorry.
you have to like do several versus races, and I think you have to unlock the cars, the special cars, in a certain order, and the fastest one is last, or something.
No, the bus is
So you have to
last.
do,
It's
like,
3rd.
3 extra races or something ridiculous.
It's the Saloon GT is the 3rd one. The bus is the 4th one.
Oh, the bus is the 4th one.
Yeah, the bus is the last one. You get you unlock that face off by winning the USA Marathon EX, I believe. And then you unlock that face
I
off.
haven't done those in a while, so I don't remember.
Something like
what the
that.
challenges were. Am I crashing?
I was until I sneezed, and then I just flew off into Farmer John's backyard.
Dang.
I was like right
Sneeze
before the
going on.
yeah, dude. The sneeze killed the crashless lap. I was right
You
before.
can't keep your eyes open when you're sneezing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about this game. You can't blink, or else you're gonna crash. It's not really true, but
Like, you can't really look at chat, though.
Oh no, you cannot read chat when you're playing this game, which is kind of unfortunate because when you're streaming, it's nice to be able to read chat. Unfortunately, this game does not have any really good spots to do that except for between races.
The only time I know to, like,
Small percentage of
glance at the chat is, like, if I crash, then I'm like, oh, okay, glance at chat. But whenever I
Yeah,
stream this game, I try to...
The less that happens.
Right, exactly. So I try to play, like, in Skype calls whenever I play this game, like, with just someone that'll, like, help read the chat for me. A little bit.
Oh my god, I didn't crash! That was amazing.
Oh, what
I
happened?
thought for sure I was gonna crash. Is this gonna be a lap PB?
It might be. Is it?
No,
Is,
I crashed into the barrier at the end because I'm amazing.
and is that time?
It's no, it's not quite time. I have to match.
Oh, that's right, that's
Very
right.
soon.
Yeah.
Ready with that?
Yeah, get ready with time.
Yeah,
For
get ready
him.
with it. And time.
Alright, 1:32:27.
Nice. Not bad. Within a minute of your
That's
PB.
Surprisingly different from my time, which
What's your time?
1:32:45. How in the world is it that far off? I know and I accidentally like went to split once and I paused.
Oh,
About
okay.
5 seconds, so it should be like 5 seconds slower.
That's
That
weird.
is really weird. It would like suggest that either we started on a really weird delay or
It might have been that.
the timers are actually like not accurate. One of them. That's weird.
It's probably that we started on a delay, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 20-second delay between. Well, not over the sound though, because you can obviously tell there's not.
True. Oh well.
Weird.
Both good runs either way. Even with the 20-second like time difference. That intersection coming off the curve, there's just like cross traffic everywhere. I tried to go to the left and then there was traffic behind it and I was like, oh, okay. Oh hey, there's a spider on my wall. Thankfully it's not anything dangerous, it's just a daddy long legs. So it's harmless.
By the way, shout outs to these credits having the pictures of all the game developers.
Oh yeah, the like
They're,
5th
like,
grade
one of the
presentation.
credits to me.
Yeah, it's like a PowerPoint presentation. credits.
Yeah, it's like really, it looks really low quality. And all the pictures are like really, like not very flattering and just like just sort of standing around. And they also don't have enough, so they have to like loop over.
Yeah.
Like, they have to start showing the same pictures twice, even though this isn't a very long credit sequence.
They do the same thing in Burnout 2's, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They, like, I don't know about 3's. I haven't seen Burnout 3's credits in a while.
So,
And,
no,
alright.
this one anyone wants, 'cause
Now
I
I-
love that Grand Prix.
Now I have to mash through this, and then it'll be time for me. Or it'll be like, GG. I'm playing it out, man. I'm playing it out. It was a 1:35:04 on my timer.
Alright.
Not horrible for my first run in 2 months.
Yeah, I know you were a lot rustier than I was coming
I did,
into this.
yeah, I did some IO practice today, but I mean, not bad for my first
Get back
run.
into this game.
Yeah, I had fun though. That was a lot of fun. Regardless,
Yeah.
I enjoy it,
Yeah.
and if you like racing games and are a fan of any sort of like racing game speedruns, you should pick up a copy of Burnout and do some SRL races with us. We'd enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And also be sure to follow both runners.
Oh yeah, definitely
The
be.
links will be in the chat.
Thanks.
Oh, you're too sweet.
Free run mode, I believe, is no traffic.
Yeah, it
Let me
is.
check.
No
I
traffic.
haven't done all this stuff in a while, but I think free run is probably no traffic and no AI racers. It's just you on the track. Oh no, there are AI, but there's no traffic. And there's another version where there's traffic and no AI, which is just like time trial. Yeah, there's just no traffic on the roads. And there's also survival mode, which is pretty challenging. It's like if you crash once, you lose. I'm still
Oh, yeah.
working on doing a completion on survival for the marathon tracks, but I've gotten all the other ones.
I think that would be fun to see, like, just have a day and challenge each other to get the survival completion on one of the marathons.
like do a run where you do all the tracks in survival mode.
Oh my
Like
god.
super risk mode.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That
god.
was,
So you have to get a crashless run or else you lose a ton of time.
yeah. Oh my god, that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely
Okay,
dreadful.
We should probably let the next runner.
Yeah,
get ready.
definitely. Who do we got
Alright,
next?
Thanks for having
Okay.
us on the marathon, though.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for running for
No
us.
problem.
And yeah,
All
it
right.
was a really good race.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
We'll
a,
be moving on to Yoshipro.
oh, alright.
you
Well,
guys.
have a great night.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
You too.
Hey, who do we got
Alright,
next?
Thanks for having
Okay.
us on the marathon, though.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for running for us.
No problem.
And yeah,
Alright.
it was a really good race.
Thank you.